This video will show how to connect multiple consoles to your television. The process that I explained in this video will allow ease of access for your game consoles and organization of your entertainment center. Now, a console is any electronic system that plays video games. Right here I have a PS2, it stands for PlayStation 2, and this is going to be one of the multiple consoles that I'm going to show you how to hook up to your TV and keep everything organized and nice and neat. Now, besides the main console itself, it generally has two different cords that come with it. The power cable, which is used to plug directly into the console, and then the other end plugged into the wall to supply the system with power. The second cord is composite cables, which also plugs directly into the console and plugs back into the TV to show picture and sound. And I will get to what composite cables are right now. One of the main tools you're going to have to be familiar with when hooking this system up is composite cables. And composite cables are simply the red, yellow, and white cables that are going to be connecting consoles to the TV as well as to the switch box, which I'll get to in a second. So all you need to know is basically the yellow is your video and red and white is your left and right audio. And you're going to need at least one of these, with both ends being composite cables. The rest of the composite cables will come from your consoles or your DVD players or VCRs, whatever you want to hook up to your TV. As I mentioned before, you're going to also need a switch box, which is basically going to be the main hub for all your composite cables. They just hook into all these different ports here, and you can switch between which group of composite cables you are hooking into them by these buttons here. And this particular switch box has all of the consoles labeled because it's a gaming one, but there's different ones that don't do that. There's all sorts of switch boxes. You can pick them up at your nearest Radio Shack, Best Buy, any electronics store, as well as the composite cables. While not necessary in every situation, it is also very wise to have a power strip, which is basically just a way to plug in multiple plugs without having to use up all your outlets. It basically plugs into one outlet, and you can plug multiple consoles or DVD players into it without having to use up all your plugs. So if you don't have many outlets next to your TV, you're probably going to want one of these.
Alright, let's get started. First, you want to obtain all consoles, cables, and cords. As you can see here, I have one of my many consoles I'm going to be hooking up, the power strip, the composite cables, and of course the power box. And this, wait a minute, what's that doing there? The next thing we want to do is arrange all of the consoles around the TV in a way that is preferred. Make sure the consoles are not too far from the television. Now we have to connect the composite cables and the power cords into each console and feed them out of the back of the shelf. Plug the power cables into an outlet. The power strip may come in big handy here if there aren't many outlets present. Plug the composite cables from the console into the switch box, matching up the red, yellow, and white cables. Keep doing this with the rest of your consoles. Plug the switch box into the TV. Then push the switch box into a convenient location. Enjoy playing your consoles with ease.
So with this process, you will be able to easily hook up your consoles to your TV with ease of access and keep your entertainment center nice and organized. Although this will not stop your Xbox from red ringing, but you wouldn't want to play it anyway. It was overrated.